Brother John, say those three magical words for me. Penalty to Rangers. Welcome back, guys, to Fog Football. The magical words were said today, not just once, but again, twice. Rangers now in multiple games recently getting 2 penalties, 2 for the price of 1. It wasn't even Brother John that was in charge today. It was Steve McLean or McLaren or whatever he's fucking called. But it doesn't matter because all the referees are quite clearly in the Old Firm pocket anyway. So it doesn't matter who your referee is. You've got a good chance. You've got a 50-50 chance of getting a penalty, especially if you're playing LIVI, then you've probably got a 100% chance, and that's what happened today. Another 2 penalties. First one, extremely soft. Second one, well, I mean, it's a handball, but it's whatever.
The only way you don't get a penalty against Rangers is if there's no eggs left, because, you know, like Boyd
soft,
said,
hard-boiled.
Scrambled, poached, egg, whatever, it doesn't matter.
You can cook these eggs multiple ways.
See, where there's a chicken, there's a way. And that's exactly what this is. Brother John stepped up to the task today. The McCausland one's a joke, right? See Boyd, I think he's just winding something in, was it Petrov? No, McFadden up. I think he's, here, no one's denying that there is but nowhere near enough to go down. It's a dive, but we see it happen all the time.
The contact comes after he's initiating the dive, though.
Yeah.
So it's not a penalty.
No, but let's be real, right? Not just to deflect the blame away from McCausland. We see this all the time. It's not just a Celtic or Rangers thing. It's a football thing. So let's not just pretend that Rangers get gifted this penalty. Players sell the referees down the river with some of these decisions. Look at Kyogo. Look at Kyogo. Was it Kyogo against Hearts?
Who gets the most penalties in the Scottish Premiership?
The mighty Glasgow Rangers.
Who concedes the least amount of penalties in the Scottish Premiership?
John treats as well, I have to say.
Who concedes the least amount of penalties in the Rangers Premiership? The answer's in the question. It's like, when was the last time Rangers actually conceded a penalty domestically?
We don't do that around here. Alright.
It's an absolute fucking joke. Now my notes have just disappeared on me.
You sound like a Celtic fan.
Yeah, I'm a fan of teams not getting shafted every week.
Let's just answer the fucking question, right? Does the Celtic players dive? Is Kyogo a diver? Of course he is. Look against Hearts. He fucking dived. Was it Hearts against? Point is, Kyogo likes a wee dive, but so do Rangers players as well.
I know they do,
Aye, they do, but let me tell you something, right? Rangers also get shafted in this game because the McCausland was phenomenal. I think, you know, for a kid that's so young, I think this is just proof. If you're good enough, you're old enough. I don't care about your age on that football pitch. If you're good enough, you need to be playing, and the guy shows a lot more. And Cyril Dessers, right? He scored today, but he's exhibit A of a guy that can play for the Old Firm, and no matter what, can get a few goals. This guy's worse than Greg Stewart. That might sound controversial, but all Cyril Dessers has got is a $5 million price tag. I'm sorry, the guy's not good enough for Rangers. And if he didn't have a name like he does, and if he was called Bob Anderson or Bruce Anderson, you wouldn't think fucking twice. It's really that simple. He's always offside. His first touch is abysmal. His shooting ability's pants. There's just not much redeeming qualities about Cyril Dessers as a striker. But let's talk about the game, right? So, first goal, it's disallowed. Rightfully disallowed. Because Cyril Dessers has made an attempt to go for the ball, which has blocked Big George's vision, I guess, and he's offside. Why is he offside? I've no idea. Balogun gets the assist, plays it into goals and 1-0, but rightfully VAR got this correct, right? Absolutely. It's Dessers' fault. What's he doing? Nobody knows. Then we get the goal. Oh, no, sorry, we don't get the goal. We get the penalty first. Where Tav steps up and misses it, cracks off the post, but McCausland dives, absolutely. Minimal contact, but it's a dive. Soft, hard boiled. I don't think there's an egg here, to be honest, Boyd. But anyway, he can say what he wants. Then we get the goal. Great ball for Tom Lawrence. Dessers gets on to it. You know, I don't want to bash a guy because at the end of the day, it's a pretty crucial goal for Rangers to take the lead. But I just think if Danilo was playing in this first half, he would have had a hat trick. And I know he came on the second half, he didn't exactly get a goal, but Rangers were pissed second half. The time for Rangers to score multiple goals was that first half, and Dessers went a long way to fucking shafting them. But, like I said, this McCausland goal, how is this a foul for Sima?
It's not, it's harsh, it's very harsh. I think it's because it's in the box, that's the reason. I think if this happened at the box, there'd be no foul here.
No, but listen, all the talk's about the penalty, right? But was this a case of them just being like, oh, you know what, that wasn't a penalty, so let's just disallow this goal? And let's not pretend that doesn't happen in football. That happens a lot.
Yeah, this was a bad call, like, but still,
I'm not going to greet too much about this because at the end of the day we got a penalty.
Wasn't exactly a penalty to Livy, was it?
No, it wasn't a penalty to Livy, but I feel sorry for McCausland. He should have got a goal in his first start. He didn't. And Rangers went. But you know what? Rangers weren't at their best today. They won. But let's just talk about how disgraceful Livy were. What did they offer today?
Sitting back, holding on to a 2-0 defeat. You've got to wonder what the point of that is.
No, I remember seasons gone by. Livy got stuck into the Old Firm on the plastic.
I remember you could make a case that outside of the Old Firm playing each other, Livy away was the hardest fixture in the league.
Yep.
You could have made that case 100%, but in recent seasons it's not been that way.
Celtic went down to 10 men earlier this season and they were playing like they had 15.
Still won comfortably.
Yeah, and Rangers won comfortably today, right? They get another penalty. The hand was high. Penalty, good night. I mean, Livingston didn't even have a chance in this game, man. There's nothing to even talk about from Livy's point of view. I mean, the best thing they had was showing two baldy guys at the touchline, and Brian Rice and Martindale.
It's a good partnership, don't get me wrong.
No, it's a good partnership, but Tav stepped up, right? They won my corners late on, so I'm waiting on a bet here in this game, and that's pretty much it. Rangers closed the gap, but it was a pretty dire game of football. The first half had controversy, the second half had boredom.
Aye, hat-hee-haw. Anyway, guys, that's it. 2-0 Rangers, not a lot more else to add here. Shite game, didn't want to do a review.
But the Celtic fans will spend the next 2 hours going through analysing the penalties that Rangers got instead of watching their own fucking team. That has to be said.
Aye, I don't think Rangers need penalties to beat Livy, but they got two. Yeah. They got two of them anyway, so that's what it is, guys.
Gary Martindale laid in.
And I don't even think that Dessers goal was going in, to be fair. It looked like the shot was wide. But he celebrated it like he scored a worldie, so I mean...
Well, if it was going wide, it shouldn't count as his goal. It should count as an own goal.
I don't think... Does it really matter, man? Do you give a shit if they give it to Dessers or not?
No, not really. I think he's shite. He doesn't really serve goals.
Anyway, there you go, guys. That's it. Catch you in the next one. Till then, peace.